Hey, good evening, guys. Okay, let me see if I can figure out what in the world is going on. Because it looks nice and smooth on my end of things, so I don't know what the deal would be. Yeah, see, it looks... I don't know, there's no drop frames, no nothing. Yeah, I'm gonna cycle it real quick. Okay, how about now? Is it any better? I've cycled it, but there's really nothing else that I can do. There's literally nothing else that I can do at this point. Yeah, see, it's gonna be YouTube. There's nothing I can do. Refresh that real quick. Shut. Alright, let's see. Does that make any difference? Probably not, but... Yeah, see, I'm not getting any drop frames. No, nothing. Yeah, everything looks green. Nothing is out of the ordinary. CPU usage a whopping 26%. GPU usage a whopping 38%. Network usage right down the middle, right where it's supposed to be. No packet loss, no nothing. There's literally nothing else that I can do, guys. Like, this is it. It's gonna be YouTube, and I have no control over that whatsoever. Yeah, there's literally nothing I can do. Not a thing. Really, Philly? Ha! That rhymes. Alright, let me see if I can... Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna shut it down again one more time with a slightly different set of settings and see what happens. Okay. Any better? There we go. There we go. That's better. That's better. Yeah, okay, guys, look, pay. Yeah. Okay. Still Roboto? Hold on, let me listen to my own audio. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's Roboto. Okay. The YouTube is having a hard time with high bit rates. That's what it is. Okay. because everything looks right down the middle. Let me cycle things one more time. One more time. I'm gonna make a little bit more change, and hopefully it'll fix it. Bear with me, guys. Almost there. Okay, how's that? Yeah, it looks like they're all choppy. Anariath, I was running 3.5 megabit per second, which is well within the range of what I should be able to do, but it's YouTube that seems to be having the problem. Okay, let me listen to my own audio here real quick. Let's see what it sounds like. Come on. Come on, me, say something. Jesus. Okay, let me listen to my own audio here real quick. It's still not quite there. That's probably about as good as it's gonna get. I've downed my resolution to 720p from 1080 and turned down the bit rate from 3.5 down to 2.6. And I took my audio bit rate from 196 down to 160. And so it's better, but there's nothing more I can do to compensate for YouTube. I mean, we're literally, you know, there's nothing else that I can do at this point. Hopefully, Sam, hopefully. For now, when it starts getting better, let me know, and we'll look at we'll look at, you know, upping things back up a little ways. But until then, there's really not much I can do. Yeah, Anariath, Rusty Dog was streaming. Was he streaming? He was. I don't know if he still is. Anyway, I've already planned to start today's trip, and that is the first jump. Well, there's no going back now.
Fuel scooping complete.
So how was my day? I mean, well, good up until that bullcrap. I mean, honestly, I don't know what else to say or do. We'll see you later, machine.
2, 1, engage.
Da 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 da. Yeah, ideally, this wouldn't be, I don't know, ideally YouTube would not be shitting itself right now.
Fuel scooping complete.
Hello there, Philly. What's going on, man? I actually do have the ship kit for the Chieftain. It's even on the ship right now. I just, most of it doesn't look that good. No. I bought it mostly for the lulz and because it has like these giant antenna things that come off the front. And I really like those. Hey, Commander Dave, what's going on, man? Land party on St. Patrick's Day. Yeah. Your condo's gonna eat shit that day.
Fuel scooping complete.
Yeah, there's nothing I can do, Phoenix. YouTube's being absolutely shit right now. Matter of fact, how about I pester them on Twitter?
Four, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Roblox, not much I can do. Yeah, it's all YouTube. All YouTube. No dropped frames on my end. Everything looks nice and smooth. You know, CPU usage in the 30s, GPU usage in the high 20s. Like, my PC is not struggling. My internet connection is not struggling. I checked that too. Commander Optic Sugar, Stuart Chudy, what's going on, man?
4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, hopefully, Phoenix. Hopefully. Nah, Tato, we're not stopping. There ain't no stopping this train. We going straight to Beagle Point. I've got the first 20,000 light years plotted. 487 jumps left to go. We cooking, baby. We cooking. Ah, former Paladin, Stuart. Former.
3, 2, 1. Engage.
I left PalCon in early May. I am not a robot. Exactly. Beagle or broke. Well, it's beagle or bust. Should say bust. That's the normal phrase.
Fuel scooping complete.
Yeah, but when/if things start to clear up on the stream, let me know so I can, you know, play with things a little bit. I am not a robot, Kiro.
1. Engage.
Although, how awesome would it be to be the Terminator, though? Yeah, Stuart, I left back in early May. I won't go much into details here. Just there was a difference of opinion between myself and a lot of the council members at the time, and I decided it best to leave. Because at one point I was one of PalCon's leading members. I was part of the council, but it's a story for another time and another day.
Four, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Right now, we're going to Beagle Point, boys. Yeehaw! Assimilated? Lower your shields and surrender your ships. Your biological and technological distinctiveness will be added to our own. Resistance is futile. What did YouTube do? YouTube shit itself, basically. Like, it is literally shitting itself. I've tweeted them, but I don't expect to get a response.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Oh, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Hopefully they, hopefully YouTube sorts itself out. And soon. This nonsense is gonna drive me crazy. Dave, frequent flyer miles. I would abuse the hell out of that, I'm just saying. But yeah, Dave, I'm trying to I'm trying to go to the Frontier meet that is happening at PAX East on April 5th. memory serves.
4,
Is it the 5th?
3, 2.
Yeah, it's April 5th.
Engage.
Yeah, so that's what the donation goal is for, is to get me to PAX East and Frontier Meet. So the closer we get to that goal, the more likely it is I'm going to be able to go. If we can hit about $1,200 on that, I'll definitely be able to make it, and it will be great. And I'm going to vlog it too.
Fuel scooping complete.
You know what, Gears? I might try switching to the backup server. Hold on, let me see if the backup server is even an option. Oh, it won't let me look at the options right now. Son of a... Yeah, I might try switching to the backup server and see if that works.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
I know, right, Stuart? Somebody does need to reboot things over at YouTube. Oh yeah, see, the weird thing about it is, though, is I'm not getting any dropped frames or anything as far as OBS is concerned. I don't know what's wrong. Oh, even if I have, like, network troubles, OBS will tell me, and it's not reporting anything. So you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do, just for shits and giggles. I'm gonna try switching to the backup YouTube server and see what happens. So give me just a moment and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm on the backup server now. Any better? I don't think so. Let me listen to myself here and see what happens. Any better? Nope. Not any better. Son of a bitch. Yeah, I don't... Yeah, I don't know. See, I'm... Yeah. I've done everything I can do on my end now. I've switched from primary to secondary servers. I've, you know, lessened my settings, etc., etc.
3, 2, 1. Engage.
I mean, I could try lowering it to, like, absolute potato quality. Well, it wouldn't be, like, pure potato, but it'd be close to potato. That's the only other thing that I can try doing. DDoS? Yeah, I suppose that's possible.
Fuel scooping complete.
I suppose that's possible. Alright. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna try potatoing it just a little bit. We'll see what happens. Give me one moment. I'm gonna lower this to... God, I've not been this low on bitrate for ages. And I'm going to cycle it real quick. That way the new setting takes effect. Hey, Shawa! I'll be right back in like 10 seconds. Hold on. Trying to fix YouTube because it's being absolute stupid. Okay. Back with new settings. We'll see if YouTube continues to shit itself. And yes, Yamex, I've done everything that I can do to fix it. There's literally nothing else I can do.
3, 2, 1. Engage.
is I'm not seeing any dropped frames, nothing. Like, not a damn thing. So it is YouTube that is doing this. Is it still shitting itself? Son of a bitch. Yeah, there is literally nothing else that I can do at this point.
Complete.
Yeah, Yamix, except for that's not what's going on here. I'll show you how I know. Where's the freaking button? Okay, here is Afterburner. All right. Okay. GPU usage, 36%. CPU usage, we're in the teens, literally in the teens. You know, peaking out, you know, occasionally in the 40s and 50s, but spends a lot of time in the 20s. Hey, look at this, nothing, not a zilch. And it's the same story across all 12 cores. CPU usage, yeah, mostly in the teens. Only in the teens is sometimes spending some time in the 20s. Like we're, yeah. CPU temperatures in the 40s, GPU temperatures in the 40s. Like, yeah. There's nothing wrong. Like, we're not even coming anywhere close on power limit for the GPU. Nothing. Like, not a damn thing. The PC should not be struggling. No dropped frames. Nothing. I mean, I can try rebooting everything again, because I just rebooted my PC like 15 minutes before the stream. So I seriously doubt that that's going to do anything. I could try it, but I don't think it's going to do any good. Now the sound to me is fine.
4, 3.
And even as far as OBS is concerned, I'm watching and everything looks fine. I mean, I'll give her a reboot. Yeah. I mean, I suppose I'll give her a reboot and see what happens. So, it won't take me very long. Let me just move a little ways away from the star here so I don't do an idiot when I come back. Alright, so I'll give her a reboot and see what's going on, but I don't think that there's a whole lot that I can do. Alright, so yeah, give me about 5 minutes, probably less actually than that, and we'll go from there. Okay. I have rebooted the machine, and yeah, so if this doesn't work, there's literally nothing else that I can do. Literally. This will have been the last thing that I can do. So, yeah, hopefully this does it. If it doesn't, we're basically shit out of options here. Yeah, so in other words, it is YouTube. There is nothing else that I can do. OBS stats. CPU usage 1.4%. Currently running at 1900 kilobits per second. No dropped frames. As I said, nothing. Like, zero. Nada. Zilch. There is no reason that there is anything on my end that is wrong. No reason. No indication. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, see, there's nothing more that I can do. Nothing. PC's been restarted. I have dropped all the settings down. Like, it is YouTube.
It's fucking frustrating.
Hey!
Hey!
See, do I come across fine here?
It's fine here, yeah.
Hey.
Exactly. See, I'm
weird.
telling you, it's YouTube. Yeah, there's literally nothing more that I can do. Yamix, when I first started streaming, I was running my typical, you know, right around 3 megabits. You know, I've got it turned all the way down to like 1.7 or something like that now. You know, trying to fix it, but it's not doing anything. You know, 1.8 megabits. Again, no dropped frames being reported. No, nothing. There is literally nothing else that I can do. Is turning it down any further, just it doesn't seem to work. I don't know why. It's really annoying. Is there? I don't know what else to do. Yeah, see, typically, I can't run 6K. I wish I could, but I can't. My maximum is 5K. And so, to give myself extra overhead, you know, I only run at about 3, give or take. And I used to run 60 FPS, but I knocked it back to 30 just to save a little bit of picture quality. Yeah. Suffice to say,
3, 2, 1.
my network is not struggling. You know, I'm only running at not even 40% of its capacity. You know, less than that. I'm about 35. It shouldn't be struggling. And from what I can see, it's not.
Fuel scooping complete.
Hey, Lee Ebrel, what's going on, man? No more hotel? Feels good, man. See, you're home and feeling good, and I'm struggling with YouTube because it's being absolutely retarded and there's nothing I can do. Let me listen to it real quick. Not even 40% of its capacity.
3, 2.
Yeah, it's still all messed up. Audio rate only 160. I normally run it at 196, but I've already turned it down. Yeah, I know, Lee. I know. I've been messing with this for the last half hour.
Fuel scooping complete.
And audio bitrate is only at 160. I normally run it, and for the last 8 months, I've run it at 196. So, I used to run it at 196 even before the PC upgrade. So, yeah, again, nothing more I can do. Whatever the encoding problem is, it's on YouTube's end.
Engage.
Because the stream gets re-encoded on YouTube's end before it gets sent out. But whatever they're doing is fucking up hardcore right now.
Fuel scooping complete.
Yeah, no kidding. This sucks is right.
Four, three, two, one. Engage.
Alright, yeah, Mix, take it easy, man. Oh. Ugh. Yeah, I don't know what else to do, because I'm already running on the backup server. I was hoping that was the problem. You know, that maybe the primary ingest server was, you know, having some kind of hiccup, but it seems like it's just their encoder. Like, I don't know what they've done, but something they've done is crazy. Yeah, I've restarted everything, T-Rex. I even rebooted the PC not 5 minutes ago.
Four, three, two, one. Engage.
Oh, I know, Philly. It's just whenever, see, this is the thing, is, you know, especially like something like this where I've been, you know, talking about it for a while and had all these preparation streams leading up to it, and today is finally the day, and it's a Friday even. You know, you kind of need things to work
Fuel
right.
scooping complete.
Because believe it or not, when things like this come up, viewership drops, revenue drops, you know, and like I have this massive donation goal up, you know, for something that I'm trying to get done, you know, and it jeopardizes stuff like that too. I mean, because, you know, when your viewership drops, there's less notifications that get sent out, less notifications get sent out, less people watching, etc., etc. And it leads into a situation that a streamer does not like being in whatsoever. That's what pisses me off the most. Oh yeah, I'm gonna keep going. Just if the audio clears up for whatever reason, let me know and I'll turn the background music back on. Oh, I know, Truex. But if the audio actually starts to clear up, let me know and I'll turn the background music back on. Because if I was to have it on now, I don't think it would,
3, 2, 1.
yeah, it wouldn't sound very good. Not at all. Oh, yeah, actually it does, yes. The more likes something gets, yeah, especially if it's a stream, the more notifications that YouTube sends out. For whatever reason, YouTube only sends out a small handful when a stream starts. And then the more watch time it gets and the more likes it gets, the more notifications it sends out over time. I don't know why that is, because it's really stupid. Because, you know, a stream needs all of the people it can get, you know, from the beginning and forward, right? So I don't know why it just doesn't send them all, you know, at the beginning and be done with it, but whatever. YouTube and its algorithms. They like algorithms, even though they fail so hardcore. Every time. Without fail, actually. They fail without fail. Yeah, there we are. Dun 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 dun.
Fuel scooping complete.
Oh yeah, so I think today I'm just gonna go and then hope that this whole nonsense clears itself up over the course of the stream. And if it does start to clear up, guys, please let me know so I can, you know, turn the quality back up. Because like the bitrate is almost half of what it normally is right now. So the picture quality has got to be suffering compared to normal. Not to mention the audio popping has got to be absolutely, like, drive people batshit crazy.
Fuel scooping complete.
How many jumps? Well, the first 20,000 light years is about 490 jumps. I've got 468 left to go for the first 1,000. Well, the first 20,000, I should say. Hopefully, Sam. We'll see you when you get back, man. Hopefully not too long.
3, 2, 1. Engage.
And if your sister's friend is hot, you know what to do. Get you some, boy. Nah, I'm kidding. Don't do that. That's mean. You leave your sister's friends alone.
Fuel scooping complete.
I know, right, Carol? 42.61. You know, for a Chieftain, it's actually not that bad.
4,
Not that bad.
2, 1. Engage.
Oh, man. So, how many people learned about Nagalan and Mainani for the first time with Plater's video this morning?
Fuel scooping complete.
I've used the place before. You guys have actually seen me do it on stream a while back when I went to get the clipper. I needed to get the rank for the clipper. AKA the next thing to get shut down. I know, right?
3, 2, 1. Engage.
I'm wondering if they're actually gonna shut it down too. I guess. We're all watching you go to Beagle Point. We're all, yeah, I mean, but it's the best kind of crazy though.
Fuel scooping complete.
Yeah, unmodified in 18 light years, that sounds about right. You know, this thing is fully modified and not built for combat whatsoever. And yeah. Ah, you got a cutter.
2, 1. Engage.
The even bigger space dildo. I cannot bring myself to get a cutter. I just can't do it. Kiro, the Chieftain right now is running at 42.61. This one anyway. Yeah, 42. Well, 42. I don't know, I can't make it. 41.61, 42.61 or 42.62. Ugh. Yeah, I know, Dave. Yeah. There's a lot of irritation
4,
as far as that is
3,
concerned.
2, 1, engage.
A lot of irritation, actually. Especially kind of like their initial dismissal. Like, that's not nearly as interesting as this Thargoid structure. Yeah, screw you too, buddy. Like, it's a legit issue. Like, you're on a live stream talking to people that have a legit grievance. Like, come on. Don't be a dick. Actually sit here and talk to us for a minute. You know, if they had answered the question earlier on, like, it took us a half an hour worth of pressuring them just to get them to acknowledge the question in the first place.
4,
No.
2,
Like, if they had just answered it earlier, yeah, I wouldn't have to been pestering you in the last 15 minutes of the freaking stream. Oh, yeah, I was mad. You should ask Turgeon. I was in voice chat with Turgeon just a little bit later. And, yeah, he knows.
fuel scooping complete.
Elite does run completely on salt. Stream keeps lagging behind. Yeah, that points to YouTube buffering the hell out of it. Like mine, right now, mine is actually sitting at about 2.5 minutes behind if I pull up the stream on my own PC here. No, I don't know why it would do that, unless it's just...
4,
I think that YouTube's servers are just overloaded. That's gonna be my first guess. That there's something going on that's overloading the hell out of them. And hopefully that clears up, because, yeah. I know, right, Nix? The cutter is massive.
complete.
Like the cutter, the Corvette, and the Anaconda, the Type 9 and the Type 10 are flapping, like they're huge. You don't really realize it until you park it next to in like an entire settlement. Like there's 100 people that live here, and my ship is the same size as their settlement.
2,
Holy crap,
1,
dude.
engage.
And that's a big ass ship. Although, like Dav's hope, you know, there's obviously no one that lives there now, but, you know. I know, right, Philly? YouTube does need a reset. Yeah, I know, right, Dave? And it's because I did post, you know, after their initial little bit there, you know, we've got stuff in the pipeline, but we're not ready to announce it yet. You know, after that little bit there, you know, I was really mad because they basically just dismissed the whole thing and didn't actually address the problem. Right? They did not address it whatsoever. And so I waited a few minutes to calm down
4, 3,
and then
2,
posted a rather angsty message
engage.
that would have been worded even more harshly had I, you know, done it right away. But I basically called them out for wasting our time for several months and not respecting, you know, like not respecting the amount of time and effort that we've put into it. And, you know, that we haven't had any word on it and no activity and, you know, in the application thread and everything else. And that was what prompted them to actually respond to me directly at that particular point. No. And then I called them out on it again. There's actually a forum thread where people are talking about the player minor faction applications and that kind of stuff. And I called them out again in there. And there's been several people that have posted after me basically agreeing with what I've said. Because there's at least a few dozen different player groups that are in the exact same position that we are. And there hasn't been any attempt to contact any of them. They've all said the same thing, you know. None of us have been contacted. None of us know the status of what's going on. And they refuse to fill us in, basically. It's really disappointing. And downright disrespectful. It took several weeks of myself and Plater and, you know, a pretty good handful of other people. You know, it took a dedicated and concentrated effort from a lot of people to prep our chosen system for our faction. And that took weeks. Right? And now we've been monitoring the surrounding area every day to make sure that nobody expands into the system and closes it off. You know, and we've been doing this for months, controlling the surrounding area, trying to keep things under control so we don't get shafted in the meantime. And they don't care. There's like, whatever. Your time means nothing to us. That's why we make you grind for credits and rank and every other fucking thing just as much, because we don't care about your time. Yeah. Yeah, we worked hard to get that system. We really did. Yeah, so like, it just feels like they're being extremely dismissive and not considering the amount of time and effort that the players have put into it. It's like, yeah, they put in a lot of time and effort to developing the game, etc., etc. But at the same time, you know, we're putting in a lot of effort.
2, 1,
And they're not respecting that. We respect them for the time and effort that they put into developing the game, but this is a two-way thing. We don't need to just respect them, they need to respect us too. We literally make and break their paychecks. Like, it's come to that now, like, where I am so close to just going ham.
Fuel scooping complete.
I'm in the process of wording a message to a couple of the community people to see if I can't put some pressure on them to, you know, to fix this situation before it really gets worse than it already is. Like, all you have to do is look at some of the comments in Zencast, the comments in the Bro Bar, you know, and even from Turgeon. Like, wow, I've never seen Turgeon more pissed off than he's been the last week or so. And yeah, it's just gotten worse as time has gone on. And it seems like it gets worse with every major update. The rift between dev and player keeps growing, and that's not a good sign.
Fuel scooping complete.
Yeah, Turgeon's not a happy camper, and Giz, you're right, the game would be nothing without the people who play it. As I've said this before, I'll say it again, it's not the devs that make this game great, it's the community that does. And the reason that I have stuck around with this game for so long is because of the community. That, hands down, that is the sole reason I've stuck around. Four,
3, 2, 1. Engage.
Hard enough keeping players around with the grind. I know, right? There's a lot of players that feel like the grind is too much, and you know, I have to agree with that, because you know, there's a reason that people seek out, you know, these gold rushes and cash cows so much, is because, you know, the regular gameplay doesn't offer enough in the way of, you know, it doesn't feel like it offers enough in the way of progression for people to, you know, feel like they're getting anywhere. And I think that's where, you know, like, some of these problems come from. Yeah, I know, right, Dave? It's like, my email hasn't changed. I gave them my the email that I use for my YouTube channel. That hasn't changed for almost 2 years. Like, it's been almost 2 years since I started doing YouTube. And I haven't changed my email address. It's been the same. And besides, like, one of the guys, like, the guy who is responsible for going through these applications I have had several conversations, casual conversations even, with him on Discord. Because, you know, he lives not too far away from me. He only lives about a half-hour drive. And so he and I have had conversations, because he has a police scanner, and every once in a while he'll message me and say something stupid about, like, hey, you've got to, yeah, is this normal down there? And then he'll pull something off the police scanner and show me what's going on, and it's some funny shit, like, it's usually something really funny, like a call, like, about hookers or something on the corner of some road somewhere or another. It's really entertaining. Because he lives that close to me where he can pick up, you know, the police scanner from my town. It's kind of funny. But he and I have had plenty of conversations. He knows who I am. He knows how to get a hold of me, both through email and on Discord. And nada, zero, zilch. There is literally no excuse, you know, for them to have not said something by now.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Yeah, that does deserve a bit of respect, Nix. You won't get any argument from me.
Fuel scooping complete.
Well, Dave, that's... When did we kick units out? Oh, God, back in... October? It was right about the same time I put the application in, so it'd be about late October, give or take.
3, 2, 1, engage.
Dave, here's the thing with that one. They don't really pay attention to the YouTuber side of things, especially the YouTube streamers, anywhere near as much. At least it doesn't feel that way. And that's because, you know, they promote Twitch streamers all the time. All the time. And the YouTubers, we don't get the same exposure, especially from Frontier. Like, we kind of have to go out of our way to do it on our own. You know, but they're more than happy to do it for Twitch streamers. Orange Spark, am I seriously doing this?
4, 3,
yes.
2, 1, engage.
The Chieftain is going to Beagle Point. And I apologize ahead of time for any audio and or visual problems, Orange. There is literally nothing I can do. YouTube is shitting itself. I've done everything within my power to fix it, and it's not working. Yeah, Nix, it's probably because it's buffered the hell out of itself. If you mouse over, it, you'll see the progress bar that comes up like you're watching a video, right? And you'll see on there, if there's a gray area in front of the red progress bar, that's the amount of video that it's buffered. And for me right now, it's, you know, a minute and 40 seconds behind. It's pretty crazy. The buffering 2018 feels bad, man. Hey, Philly, there you go. See?
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
That's kind of the point, though, too. Is like there's a lot to be said for the YouTube side of things, and I kind of feel like Frontier is missing that.
Fuel scooping complete.
Well, at least, you know, they didn't used to. In the past, they were a little bit more YouTuber friendly. That has changed over the course of like the last year or so, especially.
4,
Hey, Wilkies, what's going on, man?
1. Engage.
One thing that's improved is massacre missions, doing 5 of them just now. Kills are registering on 3. Nice. And it's not just the leader of a wing that counts to the total. Also nice. Problem with Google is they're always fixing stuff that's working. Yep. Yep, they do that a lot. I was like, you just need to leave well enough alone.
Fuel scooping complete.
I would like it if they left well enough alone, because then, you know, then my stream would look nice, and, you know, people would stick around because their ears aren't being raped to death. Granted, that didn't help, but
4.
I'm sorry, my internal rage is getting the better of me at the moment. I need a drink.
Fuel scooping complete.
But yeah, we're going to Beagle Point, boys. Oh yeah. I mean, has anyone even taken a Chieftain out to Beagle Point yet? Surely someone's beaten me out there by now.
3, 2, 1.
Definite buffer issue. Yeah, see, if you mouse over the video, it'll show the progress bar, quote unquote, like it would with a normal video. If you see a gray area in front of the red bar, that's what it's buffered. You can click that to skip ahead to where, you know, the actual stream is at. Super annoying, but I mean, at this point, I don't know what else to tell you. Because there's nothing else that I can do. Nothing. I've rebooted the PC. I've turned the bitrate down. I've turned the audio down. I have done everything that I can. I even turned down the resolution. And, yeah. Feels freaking bad, man. Like, I don't know what else to do.
3, 2, 1. Engage.
No, Twitch already has outdone YouTube for streaming for a long time. Long time. I think Twitch has probably been at it longer, too. But one of the only reasons that I haven't switched over to Twitch is because my audience is here.
Scooping complete.
And believe it or not, a good portion of said audience won't actually follow you from one platform to the other. So it would basically be like starting over all over again. And ooh, that's scary.
2, 1.
Like that's genuinely scary. Especially considering how long it's taken me to build, you know, this level of,
Fuel scooping complete.
you know, like even just what I've got, it's taken, you know, 2 years just to get this far. And yeah. No gray now feels good, man. But yeah, I mean, it's taken me about 2 years to get this far, so yeah.
4,
Yeah, see,
3, 2.
and that's another thing with Twitch, is that there's so many streamers that are on Twitch that it's really hard to sort through the good ones and the bad ones. Because there's a whole mess of bad ones. There's a whole bunch of them. So like finding that one good one, you know, out of, you know, 10 crappy ones is a real pain in the neck. Okay. Aren't you married? You're not supposed to have a thing for anybody but your husband. Or SO. Whatever you want to call it. Him, her, it. We're all inclusive here. No discrimination.
Four, three, two, one. Engage.
Thing in the past? Wait, your husband's a thing in the past? What? Oh, okay, well, yeah. Now it makes sense.
Fuel scooping complete.
441. I need to quit looking at that thing. I'm gonna drive myself nuts. Just go.
4, 3,
Kinda just happened.
2.
Wait. Hold on. How does marriage kinda just happen? You know, the start of a marriage or the end of a marriage. How does that just happen? Dave, doesn't seem right. You could be in a bubble, but Plater Mini, Down to Earth, Yamex Obsidian. Everyone gets good views and have plenty in chat during streams, and they're informative.
Fuel scooping complete.
Well, yeah, again, this goes back to what I said earlier. They don't really pay attention to the YouTube side of things very much. Excuse me. You know, they just don't. Like, if you want to get their eye and to keep their eye, you've got to be on Twitch. Otherwise, they just don't care. That's one of the reasons why Yamex dual streams
1. Engage.
to both YouTube and Twitch at the same time. Because then he gets the best of both worlds. You know, he can do both at one time. He gets all of the viewership off of YouTube that he normally would, and he gets the exposure on the Twitch side of things as well. It's basically forcing Frontier into, you know, acknowledging what he's got. Is it working? Not really, and that's because I don't think Frontier really likes him all that much. But I mean, still. More the divorce? How does divorce... Again, how does divorce just happen? Like... Doesn't that... Like, doesn't that require, like, a conversation and mutual, like, disgust?
4, 3, 2, 1.
Or was it just like, yay, we got married, and then over the course of time, you know, like, it turns from love to mutual hate, which eventually culminates in divorce without, you know, a discussion being necessary because it's well understood that the two people dislike each other. I've heard of that happening before. Cheating and children. Yeah, okay. That makes a lot of sense. That makes perfect sense. Gotcha. Yeah, I wouldn't put up with that either, actually. As a matter of fact, that's actually why my ex and I split up. Is something very similar to that. No children involved, thank God. But yeah, it was cheating. There was cheating involved, and that's why she and I split. We spent almost a year trying to patch it up, but it didn't work. And we eventually just split. It was like, no, we're done. Oh yeah, I don't blame you. That's like, man, like that's kind of stuff. It's heartbreaking, isn't it? It really is.
Fuel scooping complete.
Especially like when you just find out, that the pits that you get in your stomach and like that feeling, like I don't wish that feeling on anyone because it sucks. It's terrible. 4,
3, 2, 1. Engage.
But hey, at least you're out of that and on to better things, right? Had time to move on. Yeah, see? There's a silver lining. Because you're on to better things now. That's how I looked at it with my ex. Like, yeah. Yeah, it was a thing. Yeah, it happened. But, you know, hey.
Fuel scooping complete.
On to better things eventually. So, what if? That's good to hear, Dave. That's good to hear. Ugh.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Whoa. Down, doggy. I just bumped my throttle and it decided it was going to lift itself off from the desk and flop a little bit. Oh, floppy throttle. Ah! Yeah, those of you who watched my AMA video,
Fuel scooping complete.
yeah, I talked about my ex just very briefly. But yeah, that's why she and I split. It's because she went cheating. I think I might have mentioned that in the past at some point, but yeah. Well, that's okay.
Engage.
You know why? She's missing out on all this YouTube nonsense. This stuff is way more entertaining than she ever was. Too much joystick jiggling. I debated so much on whether or not I should add in that whole like that whole eyebrow waggle thing in the AMA video. I was like, should I do it or should I not? Should I do it or should I not? So I had two versions in my editing software on the timeline. I had one with it and one without. And I would disable one track.
4, 3.
You know, I would disable these two tracks, one with audio, one with video, and watch one, and then I'd switch sets and watch the other one. I eventually settled on leaving the waggle in. Mass debating. Hey, machine. You know me so well, sir.
Fuel scooping complete.
Fuck you, Wolf. I love you. Not really. But no, Wolf, there's nothing I can do. It's YouTube. Like, we've been over this constantly for the last hour and 15 minutes. There's nothing I can do.
4.
YouTube is shitting itself.
1. Engage.
If you were here for the first half hour or so, you would know. Because, yeah, it's bad. There have been several stream stops and restarts, changing of settings. Hell, I even rebooted my machine altogether trying to fix it. There's nothing else we can do. There's something on YouTube servers going on. They're either overloaded or having some kind of like mass failure. As apparently I'm not the only one that's been having that trouble.
Four, 3, 2.
Machine. Heard the couples counseling and thought you had the wrong stream. Hey, I'm a man of many talents, alright? I might be a right bastard, but I'm not always a right bastard. I know, Wolfie, I'm just giving you a hard time. Yeah, I wish there was something I could do, though, because it's going to drive me crazy, too.
Fuel scooping complete.
Is now that I know something's wrong, like, it's gonna drive me crazy until I can fix it. Hey, Plater, what's going on, man? Unfortunately, this fix, though, is, outside of my abilities. You know, I'm sure if I went to YouTube headquarters and tried to fix their stuff,
Four,
they,
three,
you know,
two,
they probably wouldn't let me in the door. You're working, Plater? Well, why are you on YouTube if you're at work? Chris. You know, left bastard instead of a right bastard. Hey. Plater.
fuel scooping complete.
Oh man. Dun 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 dun. Off we go to the wobbly under. Forward, steel horse. There's fuckery to spread. Hey, Skidmark, what's going on, man? I need to quit looking at this screen. Is this screen? I look at the number of jumps and then I die a little on the inside. I need to stop that. Bad Oxy. No. No. Hey, welcome back, Phoenix. The problem is still here. So, you can either hang out for a while and hopefully deal with it or not. There's just 90% of the time.
Fuel scooping complete.
Showing your stream down? It's up for me. Actually, you know what? I'm on the backup server right now, actually. I switched from the primary ingest server to the backup to see if that did anything, and it didn't do anything.
Four, three, two, one. Engage.
You know, it's surprisingly good at combat, but it's more of a hull tank than it is shield by far. So it's very it's very dependent on like what you're comfortable with. If you're not comfortable with a hull tank, don't fly it in combat. Now, that being said, for exploration, it actually does pretty well. Hey, Cody, what's going on, man? But for exploring, it actually does pretty well. Its heat ability is, it's not the greatest, but it's not crap though either. And with the way I have it set up right now, I'm getting 42.5 light years out of it. So its jump range really isn't half bad. Hey, DN, what's going on, man?
3, 2,
yes,
1.
we are
Engage.
partaking in the masochism. This pain sustains me. No, it actually doesn't. Totally doesn't. But I like doing stupid things for the hell of it, and, you know, this seems like a pretty stupid thing to do. So yeah, I mean, why not, right? Might fly one for exploring. I mean, to be honest, it's not bad as an explorer. I mean, it's not the greatest, obviously, because, you know, you're not going to be able to get out to, you know, like the absolute fringes of space with this thing, because it just doesn't have the range for it. But if you just want to, like, putz around and explore and, you know, not really care about getting somewhere in the absolute fastest amount of time, oh yeah, it'll work. You just kind of have to choose. You know, you can either have shields or you can have an AFMU. It's one or the other. You're not going to be able to have both. And that's because the Chieftain relies a lot on its military compartments for its hull strength and that kind of stuff. So its optional internals are a little on the tight side, so you can't really get away with doing a whole lot. So for me, knowing me and the stupid crap that I do, I tend to get distracted when I'm in Super Cruise sometimes. And, well, I'll smack a star every here and there. And so because of that, I brought an AFMU with me so I can repair my modules after that kind of thing. Because I know it's going to happen. I don't know when. I don't know when, but I know it's going to happen. At least once, probably 3 or 4 times by the time this trip is over with. Last Explorer was an adder. You know, the adder's actually got pretty good range on it, though. Especially if, you know, without modifications on it. It does pretty well. It's not perfect, mind you, but it does pretty good.
Fuel scooping complete.
Vanguard, how goes it, man? Alright, I might actually switch back over to the primary ingest server and hope that it works.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
No, Vanguard, it's not just you. YouTube is having, like, an ultimate shit-out moment today. You know, I spent, like, the first 40 minutes of the stream trying to fix it, and there's nothing I can do. I mean, it was worse at the beginning of the stream, and changing some of my settings helped a little bit. But this is as good as it's gonna get, because, yeah, because YouTube. That's really all I can say. I tried my best to get it cleared up, and there's nothing more I can do. It feels freaking bad, man. My network isn't even coming anywhere close to being maxed out right now. Like, I've got a lot of overhead left over that I'm not even using right now because I turned the settings down so much. Still didn't help. OBS is saying, nope, there's no dropped frames here. So that's fine. You know, I took my audio bitrate down. Like, I've been running it at 196 kilobits per second for the last... Oh, jeez. Like 8 or so months. I've been running it at 196 kilobits per second for like the last 8 months or so. And it's been fine. Yeah, this is actually the first time it's ever done this particular thing, so I'm at a loss. Like, I don't know what else to do. Like, I even stopped the stream and restarted my computer hoping that it would, you know, fix it, but it didn't. Feels bad, man. It is improved. Chat doesn't seem quite as delayed. Good. Hopefully over time this means that it fixes itself. How many jumps? Well, I mean, considering that we just left the bubble on the way to Beagle Point, you know, we've got a long ways to go. I'm maybe a couple of thousand light years into this now.
3, 2,
somewhere thereabout.
engage.
I mean, it's going to be about 24 jumps on average. About, yeah, right around 24 to 25 jumps per 1,000 light years, give or take. And I'm doing it in 20,000 light year, you know, chunks basically. And it's about 490 jumps per 20k, give or take. Like, I think when I started this route, it was like 492 or something like that. I know, Pro Rock, there's nothing else I can do. I have done everything that I can. So, at this point,
4,
there's really nothing else I can do. No, I'm not gonna look at the panel. No, I'm not looking. Pro Rock though, my the jump range on this thing is 42. It's like 42.6. So it's actually not that bad. Especially for a combat ship. Like, combat ships don't typically have, a, you know, all that great a range, but this one actually does pretty well. I like it.
Four,
3, 2,
2,
1. Engage. Oh yeah. I'll be streaming tomorrow, yes. I don't know about Sunday yet, but I might. I don't know precisely when on Sunday.
fuel scooping complete.
But I might be. Yeah, well, some of that is because I don't want to overrun with the broadcast too much. Like, I'm gonna try not. It's you know, they have their time too, and that's on Sundays. I'm gonna try not to butt in on their time if I can.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm gonna stream. We're gonna stream today, at least up until I get, you know, this 20, you know, this first 20,000 light years down, and then I'll call it good for today's stream. And then after that, I'll do another 20K tomorrow. We'll probably take Sunday off, and then continue. Yeah, then we'll probably just continue the whole thing on Monday. Don't know when just yet, but yeah, sometime Monday. Maybe. Hopefully. Because I don't want to have too much of a break in there.
3, 2, 1. Engage.
I moved it into my private group, you know, when I came back on earlier. But I started in solo because I'm not taking the risk of anyone interrupting me in the beginning, even in my own private group. Because it does happen. Some people like nothing more than to interrupt a big event right at the beginning. So, you know, I just decided to cut that off right at the beginning. Yeah, see, I'm in my private group now, and so
2, 1. Engage.
a rave show. Yeah, exactly. See, this thing can't exactly sustain. Yeah, it can't handle incoming fire. It has no shields, no armor, hull reinforcements, and nothing. It's like a giant paper airplane.
Fuel scooping complete.
Yeah, it's basically a giant paper airplane. Feels bad, but it's alright. We're only going out into the middle of nowhere. You don't need hull strength for that.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Dun 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 da.
Fuel scooping complete.
I wonder how much money this trip is gonna make, though. That's, you know, that's a good question. The rave show was looking good.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Yeah, see, I still don't know if I trust you guys to do it without killing me. I mean, it'd probably be fine, but you guys are just as ridiculously insane as I am. Somebody get a wild hair up their ass and shoot me. I know you guys. Somebody to do it.
Four, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Ugh. Dun 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 dun. A Hutton mug? No. Not in particular, Nuke.
Fuel scooping complete.
I don't even have a cargo bay on this thing. I couldn't carry one if I wanted to. This Vortex killing himself.
4, 3, 2, 1.
You were just standing there. Why didn't you stop him? Do you know suicide's bad? That's bad, okay? You're supposed to stop him. Friends, don't let friends kill themselves. That's bad. Instead of killing themselves, you should help them.
Fuel scooping complete.
You can either end their misery or put them in an insane asylum, which will drive them even crazier. Well, actually, that's really mean. Don't do that. Send them to psychiatric help. Yeah, see? I knew it! You guys are... See? I knew it.
4,
Trying to hit people with the rave show. See?
1.
That's mean.
Engage.
You're not supposed to do that. Open up the second seat and take one of us with you. I mean, alright, fair enough. The new respawn again. Oh, man. Yeah. Did you get screwed 10 ways to Sunday on that one, Vortex? Because I get the feeling that's what happened. Aw, Momoka feels bad. What happened to your computer? Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna open this thing up to multi-crew. Alright. The seat is open, so if anyone wants to join in, my private group is open. And y'all will be able to join in and tag along. There's only one seat though, so I can only bring one person at a time.
4, 3, 2, 1.
CPE failed. Ooh, ouch. Oh wait, what? So how did it fail though? That begs the question. How did it fail? Did it just overheat or did it just stop? Just like I'm done, dead.
Scooping complete.
Mother's Day. You might get your mother playing Elite. That's how I read that sentence. I don't know if that's how you intended it, but that's how I read that, Lee.
4.
Overheated and died. Feels bad.
1. Engage.
What kind of CPU was it?
Fuel scooping complete.
Ryzen 7. Interesting.
Four, three,
Was it
2, 1. Engage.
was it one of the X models, the 1700X or the 1800X, or was it the base 1700? That's my next question.
Fuel scooping complete.
1700. Okay. See, that one comes with the cooler. I've made a note about that. I might do some research and see if I can figure out what happened. Because if it was a manufacturer's defect, depending on, you know, just how long you've had the thing, you might be able to get it replaced, but I don't know.
4,
That's a long
3,
shot.
2, 1. Engage.
Well, the 1800X runs a little on the warm side, but it's not too bad. The 1700 shouldn't be that bad as far as heat goes, because it's only... Oh, I think it's a 95 watt TDP? Or somewhere thereabouts? It's either 65 or 95, or there's somewhere in between. It's right in that neighborhood. It's in that neighborhood somewhere or another. I don't remember which. But, yeah, it shouldn't be that bad. It's like my 1600X right now is, you know, nowhere near that temp. I mean,
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
and my GPU is only at 49%. Hey, Tantalus is in here. What's going on, man? Let's see. CPU usage. Already have a replacement on the way, but it'll be a bit before you can hit. Okay. Well, at least you've got the new stuff coming. That's the important bit. Alright, now. Come on. Looky here. Look at this guy. Who is this guy? What up, Tant? Just decided to rebuild the whole thing? Now, did you salvage your graphics card from the old machine? That's my next question, because they are stupidly expensive right now. Like, oh my goodness gracious alive, are they expensive right now?
3, 2, 1. Engage.
It's like, cause if you have to build, brand new right now, including a GPU, I heavily recommend, look, Shady, discount Jon Snow, better watch his back. I know, right? Yeah, I preemptively disabled one of my heat sinks, you know, the only one that was on, that way he can't, you know, just start shooting heat sinks out the window, because that'd be bad. But, I'm okay. If you haven't, if you haven't replaced the GPU and you kept your old one,
1. Engage.
That would be good. Just like you, but thinner. Brother got you a 1080. You have a nice brother. That's good. Because, yeah, GPUs right now are... Whew. They are ungodly expensive right now. They really are. Like a 1070, like... My 1070 brand new was like, how much did I pay for mine? It was like right when the custom, the custom PCB 1070s started coming out. And I think mine, I paid like $480 for mine or something like that. But that 480 is basically turned into like 700 or 800 now at a minimum. Even the like they get pushing close to $1,000 sometimes. Freaking crypto miners turn the market upside down. Da 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 dun dun da 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 dun dun.
Fuel scooping complete.
Yeah, I know, right, Wilkies? This, like, the cockpit is... It's nice. Like, if you just look around the cockpit, like, it's nice and it's pretty wide open, really.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
I know, right, Philly? My brother has like a gigantic stash of just all kinds of like hardware and nonsense down in his basement. And does he ever let me in on that stuff? Heck no, he doesn't. Feels bad.
Fuel scooping complete.
He's got all kinds of, he's got like a super fancy network set up at his house and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, my brother and I have like this never-ending rivalry going on. It's like, who can one-up the other? He's won most of them. Most of them. There is one, though. There is one thing that I have beaten him in. And I hold that over his head, but then, like, it's never served me all that well. See, I actually graduated high school. My older brother did not.
Fuel scooping complete.
He dropped out, got his GED, and then went to the Air Force. Of course, now, here's him with his GED, making... He makes almost $100,000 a year now doing his job. And then here's me,
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Feels freaking bad, man. $1080 Ti. 760 pounds. That's okay. That's expensive. Like 760. That's
complete.
Yeah, that's about $1,000 here in the States, give or take. Probably a little bit more actually. That's expensive. 1080 Ti here is about 700, give or take.
4, 3, 2,
like 700 USD,
1. Engage.
which is about 500, 550. About 500 pounds, give or take. 550, somewhere in there. Now, I'm guesstimating right now. You should. The Chieftain is a great chip. It really is. I mean, for combat, it is a whole tank. There is no way around that. You're not gonna get stupidly strong shielding out of the Chieftain. That's not gonna happen. Yeah. So you might as well
4,
get used to
3,
hull tanking if
2,
you're gonna try combat with
1.
Chieftain.
Engage.
Vodka drinking. I don't know. I don't know about the whole vodka drinking in the middle of this trip. It sounds like a bad idea. Brother paid about 900 just over the 10. Yeah, let's see. That sounds about right. You know, with you know more modern pricing anyway. I use the term here modern to denote crypto miners and their nonsense. So you got 6 hunting mugs.
4.
Why did you even go to Hutton in the first place? That's my next question.
Engage.
£560. Yeah, see, yeah, I was close. Dun da 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 da. See, there you go.
Fuel scooping complete.
Yeah, see, if I do some streaming on my other account, okay, fair enough. Vodka. Not on this one. Not right now. I actually want to get to the end of this trip, but, you know, that becomes more complicated with vodka. I'm just saying.
4.
Why am I going to Beagle? Because it's there.
1.
Why not? It's like what Kirk says in Final Frontier. Spock, you're missing the biggest point for climbing the mountain. Why is that, Captain? Because it's there.
Fuel scooping
That's the only reason to do anything. Well, I shouldn't necessarily say that, but yeah, I mean, because it's there, it's a good enough excuse for me. It's there. It's far away from the bubble. It gets me away from all this nonsense, and hopefully by the time I come back, a hot fix or two will have come out.
3, 2.
Fixed half of this nonsense that's going on. And then I can get back to enjoying the game. And do more Vodka and Viper. For whatever reason, the Vodka Viper seems to be popular. People enjoyed that one. Yeah, see, I'm not on Wi-Fi. I'm directly wired. And my network isn't being anywhere near fully utilized.
Fuel scooping complete.
Oh, I can check it real quick. Performance, Ethernet. Yep, virtually nothing.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Now. Yeah, see, OBS is the only thing that's really using much as far as network is concerned. And, yeah. It's not coming anywhere close to maxing it out.
Fuel scooping complete.
Headed to Colonia on one of the other accounts. Nice. Alright. The damn thing crashed. Feels bad, man. Yeah, was it Rusty? Was it Rusty Dog? Someone earlier said that Rusty was having trouble too. You know, I am kind of wondering what NVIDIA's got up its sleeve. There are rumors of the next series of GPUs. Telepresence disruption? What? Yeah, Phoenix was just talking about the new, stuff coming out.
3, 2.
So I don't know. There are some other rumors too. All right, Nix. We'll see you later. Take it easy, man. If it is internet related, there's nothing else I can do about it. Again, it's outside of my control.
Fuel scooping complete.
Yeah, I'm plugged directly into my modem, and I've gotten into the habit of rebooting the thing about 20 minutes or so before I stream.
4, 3, 2.
Just to make sure that, network-wise, things on my side of things are as kosher as can possibly be.
Telepresence crew member disconnected.
Well, see you later, Tant. Damn.
Ugh. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Yeah. Network-wise, there's nothing else I can do. I've done what I can. If there's internet troubles, I'll just have to let the ISP sort it out. I have pestered them a lot over the last few months, and they are well aware of how angry I am at them for being such a pain in my neck. Oh, that was you crashing. Feels bad, man. No, Stuart. I don't have. Yeah, see, I'm not even plugged into a router. I'm plugged directly into the modem. My modem has 2 ports on it on the back. One of which goes to a router that runs the Wi-Fi from my place, and the other one goes directly to my PC. I was being a business. All right, I got you. Yeah, there are still undiscovered systems that aren't that far away from the bubble. You don't have to go too far, you just have to go in the right direction.
Fuel scooping complete.
I guarantee you most of these systems that I've gone through in the last hour or so have been undiscovered. I just haven't really cared to stop. I'm buckyballing this bitch.
4, 3, 2, 1.
We ain't stopping. This freight train's going. Whoop whoop. Da 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 da. I don't know why I just got Inspector Gadget in my head. Why did I get that?
Fuel scooping complete.
Something like that. I put the statistic up in... Aha, there's Giz. Hello, sir. How are you? It was 0.028% or something like that. It's in the news channel on Discord. If you scroll up a little ways in there.
scooping complete.
Yeah, I don't think we're quite up to quote 68. I think it's like 65 or 6, maybe 7. I don't think we're up to 68 just yet. Not that I'm aware of, anyway.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Da 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 dun dun da 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 dun dun. Alright, we're gonna take a look at Giz here. As he's hiding in that second chair now. I'm gonna fuel scoop this.
Fuel scooping complete.
Now I'm curious. What does the Giz look like? That's a heck of a beard you got going on there, sir. Yeah, look at that beard. Look at that beard. Ah, it's your first time in multi-crew, huh? Well, welcome to multi-crew. There's not a whole lot you can do in my ship right now. I've got everything turned off and there's no guns. There's no fighters in this thing either.
4,
Good luck.
3, 2,
You're basically along for the ride.
engage.
Unless you want to check the system map for me. Every time I honk a system, you can check the system map to see if there's anything there that's good. That's about the only thing I can think of. But even then, I'll do stuff like that on the way back. On the way out there, nah. Be going for buckyball.
Scooping complete.
Yeah, Giz, my Holomy started out like looking kind of like me, just skinnier. And then I eventually just put glasses on it, and then like the big hair, and it's like, that looks like Jon Snow. What's the goal of today's mission?
2,
To finish the first 20,000 light years on the way to Beagle Point. That is the goal of today's mission. I do stupid things for no reason. Basically, that's just kind of one of my things. So I basically just take ships that were never meant to explore and fly them to Beagle Point. Like I took a Fer-de-Lance out there last time. And so yeah, this time it's the Chieftain. It's a combat ship. It wasn't exactly meant to explore,
fuel scooping complete.
but it can do it. So I'm gonna fly this bitch all the way to Beagle Point. That's basically what that's what I'm gonna do. Back off to bounty hunting.
4,
I don't blame you.
3, 2, 1. Engage.
Dun 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 da 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 da.
Telepresence crew member disconnected.
Well, see you later, guys.
Fuel scooping complete.
Yeah. Yeah, we're actually making some pretty decent time, though, all things considered here. I've already done more than 100 jumps, even with all these problems that we had closer to the beginning of the stream.
3, 2, 1. Engage.
That's obviously still not fixed now. At least I'm assuming they're not fixed yet. How's the audio popping, guys? Is it still bad? If it is, like, feels flipping bad, man. I don't know what else to do. Yeah, that's the bad part. Like multi-crew exploration, you don't make any credits from it.
Fuel scooping complete.
It kind of sucks. It's basically pointless. And that's kind of why like multi-crew is just dead. It's because the rewards from multi-crew aren't worth it. They just aren't. It feels bad.
Four, three, two, one. Engage.
What's significant about Beagle Point? It was the location in the galaxy that was farthest away from Earth that you could get to prior to engineers becoming a thing, anyway.
Telepresence crew member connected.
Ah, hello, Prorox.
Fuel scooping complete.
Rusty Dog had to stream on Twitch. Yeah, Peanut Pete, you might be right, actually. I may end up having to switch this over to Twitch. As much as I don't want to, I might have to go on to Twitch.
3, 2, 1.
Which freaking sucks, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it really does suck. Like, hardcore. Cause, yeah. Especially considering that I don't have any of my normal stuff set up on Twitch. Like, the bot's not set up for chat.
Fuel scooping complete.
I don't have any moderators set up for chat over there. Hey, DP, what's going on, man? Yeah, Peanut, that's basic, that's about right. It's the audio is just all kinds of broken. And it's purely on the YouTube side of things. I jumped in Discord while I was streaming, and the people I was in Discord with say that it sounded fine, so it's definitely only with YouTube. Only with YouTube. Everywhere else, it's perfectly fine. Yeah, I know. As I said, there's nothing else I can do. As I said, I could, in theory, stream on Twitch. But I don't have any of my stuff set up for it. None of my alerts. You know, no bot, no moderators, no nothing, basically. Yeah, yeah, that does kind of sound interesting. No video and audio was slowed down. Caught in a black hole. Yeah, that's bad. Well, in this case, Innocent, switching over, if I was to switch, you know, and stream on Twitch for the today, it actually would work better. At least on the Twitch side of things.
4, 3,
The stream would work
2,
better, but
1.
as I said, none of my... Maybe Frontier nerfed YouTube. We've identified a bug with YouTube, and we're going to remove it from the game temporarily until we can implement a hotfix at a later date. We appreciate your understanding, Commanders. Frontier out. Nerf bat. Those sons of bitches.
Fuel scooping complete.
Go for it, DP. You're stuck a few systems back in the jump animation. Feels bad. But yeah, Peanut, you're not wrong. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of Twitch.
2, 1. Engage.
Especially because, like, all my audience is here. Like, I don't want to have to go stream on Twitch just because of one day of nonsense. Like, is the Corvette worth the grind? Short answer, no.
Fuel scooping complete.
The Corvette doesn't do anything better than any of the other ships, to the point where it's worth going through the grind. Unless you manage to get in while stuff like Seos and Sothis and Nagalan and Mainani are going. That's the only time it's worth it. Otherwise, the amount of pain you go through for those, you know, for the rank grinds doesn't justify the effectiveness of the ships. The Corvette really isn't worth it. Its jump range is terrible to start with. And it relies for its damage so heavily on the 2 class 4 hardpoints that it's just not worth it.
Fuel scooping complete.
Oh yeah, Pro Rock. Multi-crew still sucks. They haven't really done much work on it for quite a while now.
4.
You don't get the rank up missions, Innocent? Yeah, it's because they've taken half the missions out of the game. Missions are broken. How about we just remove them? I know it's only temporary, but it still makes me scratch my head.
Crew member disconnected.
Yeah, Dave, I know. It makes me sad.
Fuel scooping complete.
Peanut. Victory Gamer, how much longer is the stream? A while. I'm going to try and finish the first 20,000 light years
4,
in this stream.
3, 2, 1. Engage.
The keyword here is try. And the reason I say that is because this whole audio problem and everything else that's going on with YouTube right now is really irking me and rubbing me the wrong way, if you know what I mean. And I don't want to subject you guys to that if I don't have to.
Fuel scooping complete.
No, I've really been debating on whether or not I should, you know, just keep going for a little while longer today and then, you know, just kind of pick up and do one really long ass stream tomorrow to make up for it. Or what? I don't honestly, I just don't know right now. I'm not sure.
3,
So
1. Engage.
you can rub me. Let's see, you're too young for me, Innocent. Besides, I don't really find you attractive either. I'm sorry, but I don't like you that way.
Fuel scooping complete.
Oh, yeah, Pro Rock, if you want to try and join in on multi-crew again, go for it. Like, the seat is there and open in my private group if anyone wants to. As a matter of fact, I need to check my private group invite, see if anyone else is. Jammy. Innocent. Audio's not too bad. Yeah, Innocent's actually got my Twitch, my
3, 2,
my Twitch account there.
engage.
Yeah, I saw that, Peanut. And then played her this morning.
Crew member connected.
Hey, Pro Rock. And then played her this morning. Put out a video on some really quick Empire ranking. And there are places out there where the same thing works for the Federation too. So, yeah, I'm anticipating wing missions and data and courier missions to just flat disappear from the game here pretty soon. There we are. Look at this. This is Pro Rock. There we are. Now we got y'all focused in there. What up, Pro Rock? Now we're a long ways from the star. It's way back that way. You know, that's possible, Peanut. I just wish it wasn't today. Like, of all days.
3, 2, 1. Engage.
Innocent. Oh, Momoka. No eating guns. Guns are tools, not food.
Fuel scooping complete.
Check Discord. Checking Discord. Huh. Well, that's weird. Also, I like the view from that back seat. Who does missions for credits? Well, nobody anymore.
Four, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Prorok, I'm 2 systems over now. Game crashed again. Feels bad, man. Made your entire mission. Fortune through missions. Good lord, English. I can do it, I swear. Verboten. You cannot have credits. You will be cast out. Like, fun is forbidden. Error 404, fun not found. As
Telepresence disruption detected.
disruption? What do you mean disruption? Ah, there we go, that's a binary. Yeah, blowing up's bad, okay? Old Cray scared of war. Well, I mean, I wonder why. I mean, scared of war? Probably a reason for that. And Prorock has left the crew.
3, 2.
Which means that the seat is open for anyone else should anybody feel like joining in for some jumping. For some jonkin'. Honkin' skunk. Whatever you want to call it. A lot of different phrases that can be used in here. Oh, did you crash, Prorock? Feels bad.
Fuel scooping complete.
And there goes my game. Nice. Try to open the freaking system map, and it decides to crash. What a piece of shit. Alright. Round 2, you son of a bitch. Plenty of shots. What kind of shots we talking about here? Ah, dim shots. That looks good. It's a beautiful bastard, isn't it? Ooh, I like that one. That's a good one. Yeah, I'm pinning that one. That's a good one. They nerfed the system map too. Bugs identified in system map. Removing from game until further notice. Oh, the freaking fun police is out in full force right now. I didn't boot anybody out. I didn't do nothing. The game just straight crashed. It's just like, nope, F you, bro. Alright, now let's see if we can pull up the damn system map. Yeah, now it freaking works. What a piece of shit. Targoid spotted near Earth. YouTube is broken. Feels bad. Now, see, I don't know why it does this. It has to plot the route twice. This makes me scratch my head a little bit and go, what? Alright, well, off we go. Dial-up anomaly detected. Feels freaking bad, man. Like 56K dial-up. Oh, yucky. I haven't used 56K for, whew, man, long time. You blame Comcast?
Fuel scooping complete.
Is it Oscar Mayer? They upgraded to dual ISDN. So Scorpius. He's not here right now, is he? If he is, he managed to sneak in when I wasn't looking.
3, 2, 1, engage.
Did you sneak in here when I wasn't looking, Scorb? Are you hiding somewhere? Exactly, see, Oscar Mayer. Now, the question is, do you have Oscar Mayer's wiener?
Fuel scooping complete.
That's the real question here. Yeah, we'll view the report. Blah, 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 blah. And off we go.
Four, 3, 2,
Lewd.
engage.
Maybe lewd, but it's kind of funny. To me. It's funny to me. Keyword here, me. You want the freaking, what is that thing called? Like, I always called it, it's basically, it's like the giant hot dog car? That thing?
Fuel scooping complete.
Why would you want that? Like, the only thing I would do would be to, like, find, like, an underpass and then drive it in and out of the underpass repeatedly. Because I'm childish like that.
4, 3,
YouTube operating
2,
beyond safety limits.
1, engage.
See, but that eventually, like, that implies that it would eventually get a supercharge. I don't see that happening anytime soon. A Wienermobile. I find it odd that they need an entire custom car just for wieners.
Complete.
There's gotta be a GIF of it. There probably is a GIF of that somewhere. I'm sure somebody has made it. You know, at some point, someone has certainly made it. Innocent.
Four, three, two.
It's the Oscar Mayer wiener, yeah. You get like that really flamboyant German accent, like not even the normal one, but make it really flamboyant. Now let me know how that straw poll goes.
Fuel scooping complete.
Oh man. Oh, I didn't even make this straw poll. It was innocent. He did that.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Yeah, as I said though, if the problems continue for more than about another 40-45 minutes or so, I'll probably end today's stream and then we'll just pick up tomorrow and hopefully it'll be sorted out tomorrow. It freaking better be. If I have to deal with the same problem 2 days in a row, I will end up having to stream this over on Twitch, which is, Jesus, it's not ideal, that's for sure. Far from ideal, actually.
4, 3, 2,
Okay.
1.
Savage. Hey, Plater, you've got work to do. You need to get your sub back. No, Gerb, it is messed up. It is, and it's because YouTube is basically shitting itself. Yeah, I've done everything I can to fix it, and it's just, it's broken. I don't know what else to do. My modem's been restarted, my computer's been restarted, I have changed all of the settings that I can do. I switched from YouTube's primary ingest server to its secondary, or its backup server, to see if that did anything.
4,
Nothing.
3,
Nada.
2, 1. Engage.
See, under 10? I don't think so. Not that I'm aware of, anyway. Fine, I can check real quick, though. No. He's at 10.6K. Yeah, Gerb, no, nothing's wrong with your headset. Nothing at all. It's just YouTube is having a major meltdown right now. Like, they're either just like heavily overloaded or something. Honestly, I'm not really sure.
Four, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
You're at 25? Hey. You're getting there. The first few hundred subs are the hardest ones to get, to be completely honest. It's like the lag increases by about 8 seconds every minute. Yeah. I have to re-click live every now and then. Yeah, that's about right. Again, I don't know why YouTube would be doing that. It's almost like their servers are really overloaded and it's buffering everyone like that,
4,
trying to
3,
ease the load
2,
on itself.
1. Engage.
Normally it doesn't do this. Normally there's only about an 8 to 10 to, you know, it's somewhere between 8 and 12 second delay.
Fuel scooping complete.
The buffering is strong. That's right. It's the buffering 2018. YouTube's time gets faster than real time. They must be using
4,
Intel's.
3, 2,
Yes.
1. Engage.
Wanna laugh? Watch William Shatner rap the words to Seeking. Oh. That would be painful. Absolutely not. This is... Why would someone willingly subject themselves to that torture?
Fuel scooping complete.
Why? Is it? Now, Space Oddity was fun. Especially with Elon Musk using that for his bit
4, 3,
with Spaceman.
1. Engage.
Yeah, Philip, I wish there was something I could do to fix it, but unfortunately, it's YouTube's problem. I've done everything that I could. That's what they stream at.
Fuel scooping complete.
Cruel and unusual. Oh, no, don't eat guns, Momoka. They're tools, not food.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Kind of like fish are friends, not food. Yeah. Guns are tools, not food. Don't eat them. That's bad. Yeah, it's the YouTube streaming side. Like the videos that like normal videos are working just fine. It's just streams that are being affected right now, and I don't understand why. Like, it's just it's dumb. You went full MCs on your Chieftain. You named it Spray and Pray. Sounds about right. Yeah, see, my Chieftain has 3 Enforcer cannons.
Engage.
Yeah, 3 Enforcer cannons and 2 large multis. And in the medium slot, it has a 1 super pen rail. Any interesting route that I'm taking to BEAGLE Point? No, not really. I'm just headed straight there. The entire idea is to see how quickly I can make this trip.
Fuel scooping complete.
Okay, you're Asian, you'll eat anything. Oh, God. I'll refrain from taking that places, as that would not be very nice of me.
4,
As funny as it would be potentially uncomfortable for some.
engage.
Now, Lucas, there's no like interesting routes or anything. This is basically a buckyball run with Which basically means that I'm going that way as fast as humanly possible with this thing. And we're going to see how quickly I can make this trip out there. What's the jump range on it? It is about 42.5 light years as it stands right now. You can't keep the canopy together. Yeah, see, that's a common complaint. You know, against NPCs, I don't have that problem. Against other players, though, I do. I don't know why that is, but against other players, my canopy just kind of disappears really freaking fast. NPCs I don't seem to have much trouble with, though. But yeah, you won't get any argument out of me, though. It does seem a little on the weak side. Space duct tape. Need more duct tape. If you can't duck it, duck it. That's the saying. Welcome back, Sam Hull. How goes, sir? More struts. More boosters. Check yo staging. Yeah, I know. I've already updated Kerbal. When will I stream? I don't know. I haven't streamed Kerbal since I did it drunk. God, when was that? June? Robert Norkin. Beagle Point, you must be crazy. Well, I mean...
4, 3,
yeah.
2, 1.
I'm nuts.
Engage.
I don't know if I'm as nutty as Peanut Pete over here, but I mean, hey, I'm pretty nutty. I'm about as nutty as squirrel poo. Yeah, see ya, Gerb, and I totally understand, trust me. If there was something I could do to fix it, I would. Unfortunately, there's not. It's YouTube shitting itself. Now, as I said, like, I'm only gonna give it about another half an hour, and if it doesn't clear up, I'm gonna call it a day. And then just do a really long stream tomorrow and hope that they've fixed it before then. That's basically what's gonna happen.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Remember, 2.4K. What? I'm not drunk half the time. I mean, maybe for streams, but like if we take it, if we actually take it into like into real context here, I might indulge in some vodka once a week, maybe twice, and that's pushing it.
Four, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
But me doing crazy things is definitely normal. Yeah, that's pretty normal. A combat holler, for Christ's sake. I did that sober. The Fer-de-Lance to Beagle Point. That was sober. See, I don't need vodka to do stupid things. It's just a natural state for me.
Fuel scooping complete.
Okay. Is it possible to see how much rank you have beyond the 100%? No, unfortunately not. Dude, rewards for your efforts next week will be a rare occasion. You'll also... Hey!
3, 2, 1.
I expect a good story. If you don't wake up naked in a cornfield, you didn't do it right. Disclaimer, I have actually not done that one. I have woken up with no hair before. No, Philip, this makes the 4th time, actually. This is number 4.
Kill scooping complete.
I've done it twice with an Anaconda, once with the Fer-de-Lance, and now I'm taking the Chieftain. And depending on the crate, when we get the crate, I might just take the crate out too. Maybe. I'll actually have to see the thing and understand how it works before I decide on whether or not to take the crate out to Beagle Point.
Engage.
Not walking up in a cornfield. No cornfields in Miami. Yeah, feels bad. See, around here, I've got there's nothing but wheat and cows and sometimes corn. You know, farmers rotate their crops around here. So it's like, yeah, it's either going to be a wheat field, a corn field, or you're going to wake up with Betsy the cow looking at you like, hey, what in the hell are you? You dumbass. Get out of my field.
Engage.
Cows are mean, some of them. Maybe doing an oxy would work out. No. You don't want to do a me. No. See, because there's another story from that night that I don't think I have told you guys before. Okay.
Kill scooping complete.
Alright, DP, we'll see you later, man. But, yeah, there's another story from that night that I haven't told you guys yet. Apparently, when I am that drunk, I get really ballsy. Okay? Now, the story behind this one is there was, one of my good friends was there. And he happened to be dating someone that I had a thing for like 3 years. Okay, I had met her. One of the bands I used to play for, we used to go and hang out at a casino and mess around at the arcade and stuff like that after practice. Okay, that's pretty funny. But we used to go to the arcade and play around out there just to have a good old time after practices. And that was just what we did. Well, there was a food court that was right around the corner, and there was this gal that worked there. Her name was Iris, and I had the biggest thing for her for ages. Right? Well, a friend of mine, a couple of years later, was dating her. Okay, and you know, it was at the time I was just like, yeah, whatever. So that night when I went over to my friend Big Mike's place that was next door, well, those two happened to be there. I apparently propositioned her right there. Well, not her directly, but I apparently walked up to my friend and straight up asked him if I could sleep with her. And the best part about it is that he apparently looked at her like, what do I say? I mean...
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
The waitress at IHOP? No, she worked at a pizza place. No, Killer Kev, it's not just you, it's YouTube. I've been trying to sort it out off and on over like 2.5 hours, but there's literally nothing that can be done to fix it at this point. I wish there was, but there unfortunately is not. Iris and Big Mike from... No, I'm not from Deliverance. Big Mike earned that name because he was 6'7" He was 6'7" tall and weighed like 350 pounds. Like he was a big dude.
4,
And his whole family looked like that.
1.
They were all really big. Peanut. Yeah. Yeah, regretful Oxyus, regretful. Like, they told me that story a couple of days later that I had asked him. His name was Chris. I had apparently asked Chris. You know, they told me. You know, Chris was like, "Hey, do you remember this?" And I was like, "No." And they're like, "Oh, well, this happened." It's like, oh boy. Right. My bad.
4, 3,
Whoops.
2, 1. Engage.
Call guys like that little Mike. Absolutely not. No. Sea bass. Okay, here's another thing. Big Mike was, not only was he really big, he was also insanely hairy. Okay. You know, he was really hairy. Like, we sometimes called him Sasquatch, because he's just stupidly hairy. Right. Well, there was one time I had got one of my bandmates with me, and we went to go pick him up so he could, you know, go hang out with us somewhere else, right? So I pull up out front of his house, and my friend goes up to the door, right? Well, to understand what's about to happen here, you have to understand that Big Mike had like what in high school we just called it the Jew fro, okay? We just called it the Jew fro. As racist as that sounds, it's basic. That's what it looked like, okay? That's the hairstyle that Big Mike had. Now, my friend walks up to the door, rings the doorbell. The door opens, and giant hulking figure that I immediately assume is Big Mike is, you know, standing there in the doorway. Now, to give this some more context, it wasn't particularly light outside. I couldn't see very well. So I saw this giant hulking figure that has a Jew fro, and I immediately assumed it was Big Mike. Okay? So my friend comes back to my truck. He gets in. He goes, "Big Mike's already at some other place." And I says, "What do you mean? That was Big Mike in the door." And he goes, "No, that was Big Mike's mom." And I'm sitting here like, what? She was a gigantic woman with the world's, well, like an identical Jew fro to what Big Mike had going on. So like from a distance, I genuinely mistook him for his mother. Yeah. Don't die. Dying is bad. Yeah. Oxy has done some stupid shit in his day. I really have done some dumb shit. I'm not gonna lie. Fortunately, Mike thought that was funny after the fact when we told him later on. Man.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Sam, no, you probably don't want to know. I know that I sure don't want to know. I'm not even convinced that I've gotten all of the stories from the night that I blacked out and woke up with no hair. I don't, like, to this day, I don't, yeah, I'm not convinced they've told me everything that I did that night. Everybody does dumb shit at some point. Yeah, this is true. This is very true. Now, yeah.
4, 3,
Pictures and bruises. Good lord, Sam. What did you do? You didn't get featured in a donkey show, did you? Because that would be a level of drunkenness that not even I have approached. You can't remember your 21st birthday. You must have had a good one. There's a video of one of your worst blackouts. Oh, the mocha feels bad. Actually feels like blackmail. Depending on just what happened.
Four, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Is it that bad? Sounds like a good story, though. Oh, lifted you onto their shoulders and you forgot? Wait, what? How do you lift someone onto your shoulders and then forget they're there? I think, like, the legs kind of give it away. That confuses me.
Fuel scooping complete.
Aha! Is that bad? Okay. All right.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Wow.
Engage.
Well, I think we all just learned something about Momoka. And she can be a hell of a partier when she wants to be. Good lord. Oh, Sam. No, but why were you on their shoulder in the first place, though?
Fuel
Like-
scooping complete.
That's my next question. Vodka is strong. Vodka is strong. Especially in mass.
Four, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Oh, man. They were fighting and tried to carry you away. I don't even know what to say. See, because I've not been in that particular kind of position before.
Fuel scooping complete.
And I've never pulled a Momoka either and done something so bad that I can't say it on YouTube without getting banned. No. Yeah, I haven't gone that far into the deep end before. Yet. I need to preface that with a yet. There's still time.
4, 3.
I'm not sure I want to push that limit though.
Engage.
Just messing it up. Oh, yeah. The only proper fighting I've ever done is during training in like military stuff. Never outside of the training environment.
Fuel scooping complete.
All right, Kira, we'll see you later, man. Take it easy. All right, guys. It was quite lewd. I have no memory of it, but there's video. Yeah, see, if there's video of it, it definitely happened.
2, 1, engage.
I would be interested to hear that story. Just, it's gotta be a good one. Oh man. Definitely tops anything I've done.
Fuel scooping complete.
Also, we've got about 10 more minutes or so before I decide if I'm gonna, keep streaming for today or if I'm gonna call it and wait until tomorrow. Let me know, how is the audio? Is it any better now? Is it improved? Is it worse?
1, engage.
If the audio has improved, then I'll keep going. But if it's still crap like it was a while ago, I'll probably call it here at the top of the hour. And wait until tomorrow. And just do a super long stream tomorrow. Alright, Momoka. Just like PM it to me if you don't want to share it to, all and sundry. Just PM it to me. Sort of crackling a little bit. It's not so bad now. Alright. That means I'm gonna listen to it on my side here. Sort of crackling a little bit. It's not so bad. Well, it's still kind of yucky.
2, 1, engage.
I don't like it. I'll give it a little bit longer. Yeah, you've probably gotten used to it, because that little bit that I just listened to sounds really bad. I don't like it. I'll give it about another 10 or 15 minutes and check it again, and if it's not improved much. Yeah, Black Skull, it's still messed up. I've done everything I can trying to fix it, and it's not gonna work. Yeah, see, I might be understandable, but that crackle is just, it's bad.
Four, 3, 2, 1, engage.
You remember 2.4K? Good lord. Are you from the Dark Ages? Like the Bronze Age? Or are we going all the way back to like the Stone Age here? Good lord.
Fuel scooping complete.
Like that's not even a trickle of information. It's like a drop in a bucket the size of the Empire State Building. Like it's nothing. Holy. How did anyone get anything done with that? Yeah, exactly, Black Skull. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, this whole thing doesn't make any sense.
2, 1, engage.
I wonder what the VOD is going to be like after it gets fully processed and the VOD goes up. If it's going to be, bullshit free or if it's going to be bad. Because here's the thing, is that from my end, OBS has reported 0 dropped frames for this entire stream. 0. Not 1. And it's reporting, smooth, unchanging frame rate, stable bit rate.
1,
Like,
engage.
the audio shouldn't be messing up. Yeah, I know, right, Momoka? It could go either way. If the VOD comes out normal, Like, especially if the VOD comes out normal, then I really don't know what to do. If it comes out with the crackling, and even that, I still don't know. There's nothing else I can do. It's like, my internet is like nowhere close to being maxed out right now. Nowhere close. Oh, yeah. I don't get it.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Yeah, we'll give it just a few more minutes, and if it's still bad, I'll call it a day. And then we'll come back tomorrow and hope that YouTube has got itself sorted by that point. This might just say YOLO it, but yeah, I mean, I would, but audio is the one thing that you can't really get away with. If your audio is messed up, there's no getting around that. You know, most people will suffer a lesser image quality because it's not as disorienting. But audio, nah. If it's not clear, or at least, you know, working halfway proper, it's a lot harder for people to put up with. And understandably so. Understandably so. And I don't want to inflict suffering on people trying to watch the stream. That is not the point of a stream whatsoever. Dun 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 dun. We have made it a pretty good distance, though. Even with all the nonsense going on, we've still made it a pretty good little ways.
Fuel scooping complete.
Dun, da, 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 da.
Four, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Now let's see. What all have we talked about today? Man, we've touched on a lot of weirdness today. Big Mike's mom, that looks a lot like he does. I know, right? The Nerf Hammer emote is great.
Fuel scooping complete.
I'm glad we were all talking about nerfs and stuff like that earlier. Is now, yeah. It's fun. Fun times are coming.
3, 2, 1. Engage.
Now, Sam. Yep. See, Broadcast, you know, the Broadcast and the Bro Bar, they added salt before we did. I thought it was funny, so I added it for us too. And then I made the Nerf Hammer one. Well, I made the meme. And then Nuke, you know, chopped it down to just the hammer. Totally worth it. Absolutely worth it.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Okay, we are at the top of the hour now. So let's see what that audio is like. The VOD chances. Rusty has a 15-minute smooth video up from his struggle. Feels kind of bad. Yeah, it's still bad. Son of a bitch. Okay. Well, alright, that means that I'm basically going to call it here for the stream, because I don't want to inflict your guys' like any more pain on your guys' ears than we absolutely need to. So, yeah. I am going to go ahead and call it here as far as today's stream is concerned. Now, that being said, I'm going to start streaming at about 4 p.m. GMT tomorrow, which will be 10 a.m. my time. And we're going to go for a while. A good long while to make up for, today having, been so crappy. That's also assuming that YouTube is cooperating. If YouTube is cooperating, we'll make a nice big long stream out of it. If it's not, I might have to use Twitch. Which is gonna freaking suck, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah. So that's basically the long and short of it. Yeah. So, for those of you who have been hanging around through all of the audio issues and other nonsense, I really massively appreciate it. Y'all are legends. So, for everyone else that's just been hanging around, also, again, thank you. I know this hasn't necessarily been the greatest, especially as far as audio is concerned. I wish there was something more I could do, to make it better, but yeah, I can only do so much. So until tomorrow, guys, I will see you then. Thank you guys for hanging out, and hopefully YouTube stops shitting itself tomorrow. So, I will see you later at 10 a.m. my time / 4 p.m. GMT. Ciao.